Grief School is now powered by the Frazier Group, and that means so much to me. And I'm so honored and excited to introduce you to you today, Dr. Elijah Frazier.
Good morning.
What does it mean when I say the Grief School is powered by the Frazier Group? It means the group is now backed by the same team built by the Frazier Group into a place that people can trust in their hardest, toughest, most broke moments. The Fraser Group was created by with a simple goal: help people grow, help them grow and help them to lead better lives through real conversations and real care. No cookie cutter scripts, no 10-minute checklists, no one size fits all. And that's where I knew this was the perfect place for me and for all my beautiful, beautiful grieving women. Every person who walks through these doors will bring a story, and the Fraser Group works to build around that story and honoring that story. Because we all know that that story is not finished yet. What part of that story are we trying to tell? And with that same philosophy, we're going to be will be woven into the grief school. You're not just signing up for classes. You're stepping into a space shaped by clinical expertise, compassionate leadership, and a commitment to meeting people. One of the things I love that Dr. Fraser says all the time is that care comes first, paperwork comes last. And because of that, the Fraser Group is going to be blending its faith and mental health grounding together with the grief school. It means your grief isn't being handled by a system. It is being held, your grief will be held by people who believe that this is heart-centered healing. And I love that.
I love it too. I love it too. I'm glad to be here.
So, Dr. Frazier, introduce yourself to the
Oh
mass.
man. Oh man. I'm me through and through. I mean, basic, um, a genuine people person, one from experiences and then two from decision making. I'm blessed to have the accolades, PhD, in the mental health field, certifications, trophies, awards, plaques, you name it. Two times best-selling author, short film writer and producer. I mean, you name it, I've done the things. That is me. But a lot of times, sometimes people have titles and they don't live up to them, and that's kind of why I fall back to the genuine people person, the an intentional relationship, builder and haver. I've started companies, I've sold companies. I am in the midst of building an amazing practice with amazing people like yourself. And it is to get back to, I think, is the most important work, which is people.
Yeah, yeah. Tell me why. Why though? And I want to get down to that why
I'm with it.
are you building that group to serve the people?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, you hear, I think cliches only become cliches when we talk about them more than actually live them out or do anything about them. It's kind of the who did you meet when you were younger? What did you need when you were younger? It's a lot of these things that we're finding out in our latter years that put us in a position to say, hey, I can either continue this type of, behavior and experiences that I experienced, or I can change it or do something about it. And oftentimes we will find ourselves in life to where we notice things to, well, complain about or say
Yeah.
something about. But I also think for the right people that those are opportunities to do something about, that
Yes.
is life just giving you troubles and problems, or is it giving you opportunities to make the change that you say you so desperately want and that you so desperately need? So with that, why is because men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. and
Yeah.
and if I am one in the many of numbers of people who have needed or desired this type of direction, I was willing to bet that other people needed it too. So I began to build what it is, I felt I needed and what I wanted, and then it later on became now this isn't just about me. Like this is for the people and world around me as well. So I felt good about that. That's where I put my time and my energy, and it came to life.
Dr. Frazier, you have sat with so many people who are in pain.
Mhm.
They can't figure out the next step. And dude, I watch your lives and the way you just like, nope, that's not happening. We're not doing that today. The
Yeah.
direction. And they're like, and I want to get to back to that
Yeah.
like they need that sometimes. But you've said so with so many people that have had hard moments in their life and they needed a space where they could just lay this stuff. How
Yeah.
did you become that person? Did you always know you were going to be that person that could hold the space?
No, absolutely not. That's a very easy question for me to answer. No, absolutely not. Um, again, I don't think that a lot of people say, "Well, man, Doc, you like you're very direct. You're very,
Yeah.
this and yes, but a lot of times we walk around in life with two buckets, one of easy decisions and one of difficult decisions, and we don't mind making the easy decisions because, well, they're easy to make. But then when it comes to the difficult decisions, we either try to find a way to make those difficult decisions easier or to not make them at all. And I don't believe that we should be walking around with those two buckets. I believe the buckets that the only bucket that we should walk around with is the bucket of necessity. Is this necessary or not? And when I get in front of people who have lived lives that I know nothing about, who have endured hard times and traumas and things that I know absolutely nothing about, I do not know if I will ever be in front of you again. I don't know if I'm your last ditch effort. I don't know where you honestly and truthfully are. So my goal isn't to do an easy or difficult body of work. My goal is to do a necessary body of work. So if out of all the people in the world, if we are in front of each other, I don't have time to split hairs with you. I don't have time to kind of sort of, that's why you are where you are now. That's
Yeah.
why we're in this position now. When you
Yeah.
get in front of me, you're in front of someone who's intentional, in front of a person who's professional. I'm not here to hold punches. I'm not here to do any of that. Some people may say I'm too direct and aggressive. Some people may say I'm not direct and aggressive enough. What I will be is intentional and necessary for the individual sitting in front of me.
Yeah. Because you don't know how long much time you have with them. And here's the other thing. I've watched you coach so much. Sometimes I don't even step into the lives. I just watch it from afar. And I absolutely love it because I feel like I'm watching a master at work, but I'm also watching a lot of times a broken person on the other end, right?
Hmm. Hmm.
They're reaching for that line and they're like,
Yeah.
"God, just show me the line, throw me the line." And you will say to them straight up, "No, we're not doing that today." And
Yeah.
like, okay, we're not. Sometimes we just need somebody to give us permission or tell us no.
100%.
Sometimes we just need, and you feel really comfortable coming in there and saying, "No, we're not
Yeah.
doing that today."
Again, going back to necessary bodies of work, and what I also understand about people is that for all of us, we're made up of two parts. We're made up of what is healthy and what is unhealthy, the healthy and the traumatized. There's two versions, there's two parts to us, and both parts want what they want for the reasons that they want it. And a lot of people have grown through experiences and situations and circumstances to where they have built up, a little doctor talk, these dominant neural pathways, habits and behaviors and things like that. And because of those habits and behaviors, they want what they want. Doesn't mean they want the right thing. Doesn't mean they want a healthy
Yeah.
thing. Doesn't mean they want what's best for them. It means that, I've heard it. I've heard it said before. And look into it. It is a very interesting study. But the manipulation of babies pick up on patterns, rhythms, and behaviors. So you can feed a baby, you can change his diaper, you can play with, you can do all these things. But at the end of the day, if the baby still wants to be held, it knows that its cry gets it something. It knows
Yeah.
that it cry gets it somewhere. And a lot of times we're not crying because we need things. We're crying because we want things. And yeah, I'm fed, I'm comfortable, I'm this and that, but I still want you to hold me. Not knowing that we're doing tummy exercises or tummy time. I'm making your neck stronger. I'm doing this and that, working on your mobility and things of that nature. sometimes these people that I'm sitting in front of, no, you need tummy time. I'm not picking you up. I'm not doing, because I can see through these things that you say you want and you don't. I'm like, no,
Yes.
you're fed. No, your diaper is changed.
Yeah.
No, you're good. You just need to move. And they end up coming to it. And if they don't come to it, we go as far as we can. Then I'll jump in and help. Then I'll give you that
Yeah.
lifeline. But you need to walk away from me empowered. You cannot be strong or capable just because I'm in the picture.
So I'm going to jump on the empowerment. You are building
$100%.
a powerhouse of professionals, bringing them together. You said to me when we first met, you're like, Sharon, I could work with the griever. I can sit with the
Yeah.
griever.
Yeah.
But why wouldn't I bring in somebody who is amazing at sitting with the griever? I can help Miss So and so lose 100 pounds, but why wouldn't I
Hmm.
bring in a coach who can help her with her thought, who can help her lose the weight? I
Yeah.
can bring in a nurse who can help a woman who is dealing with infertility, but why wouldn't I bring in not a nurse, but why wouldn't I can help that
Nurse practitioner.
nurse
Yeah.
practitioner? Why wouldn't I bring in a nurse practitioner who's great at it? Why would I
100%.
bring in Coach Sean who can help you with your thoughts, right? And so I see this powerhouse that you're putting together. And just so y'all know, all of them are about to be on this podcast. We're about to get them all
100%.
out. And I
100%.
see the power. Oh, and then food, emotional eating, like
Yep.
what
All of
you're
it.
doing, all of these things, because and it's the truth. And here it is. I could become your client and I can
Hmm.
come in and sit in your office and I can say, I have a problem with my weight. I'm grieving. I had for infertility. I'm struggling with emotional eating.
Yeah.
And you could work with me for years on all of those things. But you have figured out I'm going to be the head, and then I'm going to give you the parts that you need with the experts that you need.
100%. 100%. And also to that point is I'll be the head. I'm the head when I need to be.
Yeah.
Like sometimes there are opportunities or my I'm good at a lot of things. Like I'm
Yeah.
really good at what I do. Like I am, hey, cat's meow, cream of the crop, whatever you want to
Yeah.
call it. But that's not what's best about me. I say
Yeah.
what I say is best about me is that I always still, even with all the cool things and abilities, I always keep myself in a position to where I can learn.
Yeah.
There is no one out there that can't teach me or tell me something if it's healthy, of course, within reason. But I always look for an opportunity to be a student. So yeah, visionary, do these things, do I, rock and roll with my clientele? Absolutely. At the same time, it is noticing to rub shoulders and to strategically be in positions to where you can do more together and you can
Yeah.
learn from other people. So building this powerhouse, and I've always been unconventional and unorthodox. So anytime you see me doing something, it's most likely going to be against the grain, but not because, well, I am stubborn, but it's because of all of the ideologies and the social statuses and the ways that we have built our systems and our structures. It wasn't always for the best or healthiest reason.
Right.
This thing is not a one size fits all. We have many different people who need different things and different modalities and applications. And if I just come say, hey, I'm the biggest and the strongest and the smart, you can end up causing a lot of harm or
Yes.
coming up short for a lot of people.
Yes.
So that is why I'm going this direction with this.
I love this so much. You don't even know. I
I'm
love it
with it.
so much because somebody will come in walk into the grief school and their husband has died. And
Mm,
I'm sitting with them and I'm holding their hands and I'm doing all the things. But guess what's coming up in every session?
mm,
The emotional eating.
yeah,
The thoughts that they can't move beyond this pain, the thoughts that they can't be moved beyond this pain. And how much more powerful would it be if we say, okay, you're going to sit with Coach Sean,
yeah.
work on some over emotional eating, and when you're going to come back and we're going to do grief. And they get everything that they're needing all under one roof.
Imagine needing food in your home, and the store only sold one product or good.
Yeah.
And then you had to go to another store for the next product or good, or another store. And it's like, yeah, there are specialties and things of that nature, but I don't. If I cut my finger, or I sprain an ankle, or I have a tummy ache, I don't want to have to go to the tummy ache hospital. I don't want to have to go to the. It's like, hey, what about my whole life? Mental, emotional, spiritual, love life, finances, all these things. Let's put it in one roof so it can be, as we know it, a one-stop shop, but to where people can come and tap into the professional that will help them develop the area of their life
Right.
that
Right.
that's most important to them right now in this moment.
Right.
Because you might be emotionally eating because you are alone and not in the
Yeah.
relationship you want to be in. But you
Right.
might not be in the relationship you want to be in because you haven't healed from this. And
Yeah.
because you haven't healed from that, that's because you don't know how to communicate and these sorts of things.
Yes.
So why not go somewhere where you can have all of these things under one virtual roof?
Yeah. Yeah. And I could we can tap into one another and say, hey, girl, come over here and look at this.
Yeah,
I want you to meet this person. I want you to meet.
100%. I've done it. I've
Yeah.
done it.
Yeah, absolutely. Friday, you call, hey, Sharon, I need you to jump on a call. Get on this call with me. Yeah. And that's what it's going to be like because you
Yeah,
never know at one moment you're going to need another professional to come in. Okay.
100%.
Before we got on to the call today, I said, "You're on fire. What's going on? What's happening? Share this with me. What is this?"
I don't know what you noticed.
I just noticed that it's it's moving, it's
Yeah.
shaking, it's the ideas are coming, the team
Hmm.
is really building, and I love it. I love it. What do you think is happening there? What's happening there? What's happening for the masses?
For the so I mean, I can speak directly to me. I know what has happened and shifted in my life. um but again, you will keep hearing me say, this word. It is intentionality. Here's one of my favorite quotes, um that I came up with, is a problem with a solution is a choice. And many of us do not have the problem we say we have. The
Yeah,
problem that we actually have is that we're not making decisions we have the ability to make. And for me, simply looking at life, what's healthiest for me, what it is I desire, and those things, I realized that I wasn't making all the decisions that I had the ability to make. Well, I can't do this and I can't do that. That's great. Now we know what you can't do. Let's talk about what you can do. And we'll have it, fixed in our mind that if we can't have it, a certain way, then we can't make these other decisions, or because I haven't made these decisions, I can't do that. And it just is it's becoming it's come to the point to where I desire what I desire so much and so honestly and so unapologetically, and not taking this one life, one time, that we have for granted, that I will make every single decision I have the ability to make.
yeah,
And you would be surprised. You would be surprised at the problems and issues and situations that you have left
yeah,
after you make all the decisions that you can make.
yeah,
A lot of people don't have the problem they say they have. The problem a lot of people have is that they're not making the decisions they have the ability to make.
yeah, yeah.
So I just
I
made some
agree
of those
with you
decisions.
100%. I agree with you 100%. And that's where we're going to segue into our next section. I always say grievers have choices.
Sure.
And simply just saying that sentence, that one sentence, grievers have choices.
Hmm.
Continuing to grieve for the rest of your life is a choice. Moving
Yep.
beyond the pain is a choice. Sitting in the pain is a choice. What choice are you going to make as a griever? Allowing my next door neighbor to come in and frustrate me on my grief is a choice. We have
Mm.
choices. All right, friends, here's the deal. We're going to end this podcast. I just wanted to do a quick introduction with Dr. Frazier, and part two is we're actually going to get into a deep grief conversation. So join us for part two. Thank you and welcome, and we'll see you in part two of the podcast.